Hi ladies, I've been asked by a few friends of mine to do a YouTube tutorial video on how I get my hair like really curly. I get my hair really super curly. I'll post pictures so you guys can see like how my hair looks once I curl it, because a lot of people have been asking me about it. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram and I post a lot of pictures, and so they see the pictures and they were wondering like how do I get my hair the way that it is. So currently right now my hair is straight. It's in its straight form. It's really long. The hair that I have is naturally a curly pattern of hair when it's wet, or if I put conditioner, things like that. If I put anything, but if I put like I have anti-frizz serum, if I put that in there, that does nothing like to the hair. It just makes the hair less frizzy. So the only thing that really gets the hair up curly is just water. So and conditioner. Other than that, the hair goes, when it's straight, it goes really like this is bone straight. You would think this is straight hair that I purchased, but it's actually curly hair, and it's Brazilian. So today I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how I curl my hair. I curl my hair using flexi rods, which are these things. They bend, open up, and I use two different sizes. So I use this size and then I use this size. These are what I use for my hair. The red one is a little bit thicker than the green one, and this does affect it. These are by Conair. This is what I use. I don't know. I just like Conair products. But I use two different patterns, and as you'll see when you look at when I post my pictures, as you can tell, it makes a difference what type of roller you use, because it'll determine if it's a bigger curl or if it's a tighter curl. And the amount of time that you leave the flexi rods in your hair, it'll determine if the curl is more loose or if the curl is more tight. And I personally like my curls a little tighter, so I leave mine in overnight, but you don't have to do that if that's not something that you want. So to start off, the best way I can say for you to start off is to section off your hair. So we'll start with the back of my hair. Get a nice big section. The rest of it, you just want to put it into a little pony to the side. I tend to brush my piece out before I do it. I take a little of the, I don't know if you guys can see that, Garnier Fructis anti-frizz serum. A little, I don't know if you can tell, but a dime size amount, and I just put it onto the hair. This makes the hair less frizzy when I comb it out, and it also helps with keeping the curl in. So you take the flexi rod, you roll this up, and then I just roll the hair. Roll, 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 roll. Make sure you tuck it tight. It'll make sense when you're doing it, but make sure you tuck it tight. And that's it. And they usually stay in place. If they don't stay in place, that means you need to roll it a little bit tighter. Because I had that problem when I first started using flexi rods. I wasn't doing it tight enough. And so as a result, they used to come out. Again, you don't need a lot of this dime size amount. You actually can put it in the hair before you start. That's completely up to you how you choose to do it. Now you notice in the back, I use a red one. When I do my sides, I always use the smaller green ones, just because it'll give me a tighter curl, which I really like. And then once again, you just bend it, and it stays. Excuse my leave out here. It looks really bad. I haven't done it in a couple of days. That's why it looks really bad like it does. Okay. Now this side, I'm sorry, it's taking me a little minute because I'm trying to section out my hair. For the top, once again, I'm going to use a bigger rod, the red one, just because I like, you know, the bigger curls for the top and the middle and towards the bottom of the hair. On the sides, I like the tinier, tighter curls. And once again, you fold it in, and if it stays, that means you have it tied enough, okay? If it doesn't, go back and make it a little tighter. Okay? And you're basically just gonna do this with your entire head because you want the curls all around. I know some girls who only, depending on the style you want, I know some girls who will only do the back half of their hair and then they'll take the front and pin it up. It just depends on pretty much what type of style, you know, you're looking for with your hair. So I just mix the red and the green ones in, just depending on, you know, what type of curl you want. You can do one set if that's what you'd like. One size. So if you want to use all the red ones and none of the green ones. So if you want a consistent style, I like the more unruly look. So people think the hair is just naturally, you know, curly like this, which it is, but you can't tell that when it's straight. So I like a little more of the unruly look for the hair. So I use different sizes, which is really interesting. Okay. And this is going to be our front piece. I always do big ones in the front. Don't know why. It's just a habit I have. Boom. Okay. You're going to do the exact same thing with the other side. I'm probably going to fast forward through a lot of this because it's just a lot of repetitive whatnot. A lot of repetitiveness, but I'll definitely show you the end product once everything is tightened up. And like I told another friend, and I said at the beginning of this video, I leave my flexi rods in overnight just because I feel like it gives me a way tighter curl than leaving it in for a couple hours. If all you have is a couple hours, do that. I know another quick way to do flexi rods is to wet it a little bit. Personally, I don't just throw water onto my hair. I think that's, I don't know, I think that's rather unhealthy to just rinse your hair unless there's something in your hair. But I use conditioner and water, which is way better and healthier for the hair. The hair has a chance to just like moisturize and suck up the nutrients. So I use conditioner and water, and I spray a little onto the hair, and I spray a little. And then next what I do is take the hair and I will roll it just as if, you know, I'm doing now. Just as if I'm doing now, and I roll the hair. And then I get a blow dryer and I blow dry the hair, which is really nice to just blow dry the hair. Like I said, this is a lot. This side definitely, like I said, I like my hair to look unruly, like the curls are all different kinds to make it look a little more natural. So I don't exactly follow this exact pattern over here. I use more green on one side than the other sometimes. It really just depends on where and how many, things I have left. depending on what side I do first. This should be no more, honestly, than a 10 to 15 minute process. 15 minutes is just like extreme though, I think, unless your hair is like super long or super thick. Other than that, it never honestly takes me that long to complete. It doesn't take me more than 10 minutes really. So yeah. I'm actually almost done, which is great. So I'll show you how it looks when I finished. Okay, and the last one, a red piece for the front. And just go ahead and roll it on up. And bam. You see how that fell? That's how I know it's too loose, and I'll go back and tighten it like a few more times. And there we go. And this is pretty much how it looks when it's done. I do have a few strands hanging out, which really isn't that big of a deal. My edges are out. But next, what I do is, if you have a bonnet, I use a bonnet. It makes it easier to just keep everything in. And they're honestly, they're not hard to sleep on because it's flexi rods should be very soft. And I just pull the bonnet over my head, and I go to sleep with it on. And that's pretty much how I get my hair curly. I'll show you an after pic. I'm going to leave these in for about a couple hours, and then I'll show you an after so you can see how my hair looked when it was straight compared to after it was flexi rod. I hope my video was very helpful for you guys. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to just write them in the margin below. Feel free to tweet me. My Twitter names is the name's Danny. Add me on Instagram, the name's Danny, and I'm more than willing to respond back or answer any questions that you may have. Thanks for watching my video. Have a good night.